Welcome to Yacht Talk. The Monaco Yacht Show is not just about motor yachts. It's also about sailing yachts. And this year, for the first time, they have actually created a dedicated area for sailing yachts. So during this episode, we'll find out more about the appetite for sailing yachts, but also why the Dutch continue to reign supreme in the industry. Our first guest for this episode of Yacht Talk on Sailing is Marcel van der Spek. He's chairman of Holland Yachting Group. Hello, Marcel.
Good morning.
Thanks for joining us. So the global superyacht market seems to be booming at the moment. How can the Dutch shipyards tap into this growth potential?
I believe what we've seen over the years, the Dutch have always been, let's say, at the top of the market. The market is, as we say, and as we see everywhere around us, booming. And the Dutch, I think, are very good in new technologies, innovations, and that, of course, is what customers are looking for.
Now, sailing yachts are obviously a very nice market, but global sales numbers currently are not quite matching necessarily the enthusiasm that many people have about it. Why do you think that is?
I think everybody wonders why this is, especially as the industry and the entire world is moving to sustainability. So a sailing yacht should be the best or a good option. Nevertheless, we have to look at and be realistic. I think there will be a point where the sailing yacht will be getting a higher market share.
In terms of demographics, we're seeing an influx of millennials looking to buy their first yacht. What about sailing yachts? What do you think would attract them to sailing yachts as opposed to maybe engine-powered yachts?
Of course, with these new customers, the newcomers in this industry, there's not necessarily a reference. So it's great because you can see clearly, they're open-minded, there are no boundaries. They look at new technologies, they look at innovations, and they're really looking forward. And I think they have a complete different idea for the next 10 years. So there's not only, let's say, based on experience or history. So I think that is a great challenge for every shipyard, sailing yachts, motor yachts. But I think that is a great opportunity for the yachts and also for the suppliers to work and get those customers on board.
Marcel, I haven't asked you yet, but I will do now. Being back here in Monaco for the yacht show, how does it feel?
It's a relief. It's nice. You feel such a positive vibe, everybody. Yes, the industry is doing extremely well, which helps a lot. Still, everybody is so happy to meet each other, see everybody in good health, and be able to talk to each other again. It's still a personal. It is the contact which is important. It's nice to look at to each other on a screen, but this is superb.
It's a people's industry, let's face it. Marcel, thank you
Absolutely.
very much.
Thank you very much.
Stay with us. Next, a tour of RIBELLE, a beautiful yacht. So we're on board RIBELLE to find out more about this stunning yacht and meet the owner, a very passionate lady called Paola Trifero. Paola, how would you best describe RIBELLE? I mean, earlier you used the word confidence. I liked it because confidence is both about maturity and experience and also modernity.
Yeah. Well, the word that I use for my boat is she's a dream. Because sailing is a dream, sea is a dream, and every day is a dream. So everything is inspired to be happy with your dream. And what you see all around is the happiness for us. The consistency of the material, the things, the quality, the touch, the colors. This is up to us, of course. And other can choose other things, of course. But in our opinion, sailing remains a dream. and a privilege. Privilege that you can do also with a small boat. I mean, 7 meters is a small boat, small money, but always a privilege.
But I can't wait to see all the beautiful features of RIBELLE. So will you take me on a tour?
Yeah, absolutely, yes, with big pleasure. It's a small, but is of course a part dream. And you will see the harmoniosity, if this is the right word in English. This is the biggest, I mean, for the guests, if you want the VIP. And the idea, for example, of Remy was to do this like this, like was a theater, not to have the square wall. As the cabins are not big, as you can imagine, because we are a small sailing boat. So you see, all is around. This is the spirit of my husband, the spirit of Remy Tessier, all the corners around. And this is our cabin. Normally the bed is in the corner, and you put the bed here. So we have 2 bathrooms. You can't imagine to stay in a regatta boat with a cabin of these dimensions.
You also have state-of-the-art electronics throughout, like this television screen, for instance.
And here, for example, my husband has this position for work, and everything is studied for. And we have a shower. You can
wonderful.
Enter. Yeah, wonderful. Have a look to the shower.
The floor.
Yeah, the floor.
This is done by stunning. You're not just thinking about the end game. You're obviously enjoying the process.
Yeah,
well.
of course, of course. Having your new boat, you can create with your architect, so it's always in emotion. The idea,
so it's the emotion of creating.
Yeah.
That's what it's all about.
Yeah. Come to the galley. I always put a lot of attention to my galleys because it's an important part of your well-stay. Here we have a lot of space. I mean, here we have, of course, we have also the wine cellar. Every corner has been utilized.
Such a clever use of space. Every inch has been used for storage.
This is the big habit that we have since many years. And what better to have holidays, stay in a beautiful boat, to do sport and to have nice food, and nice people around, all around.
Remind us, how many people do you need as a crew when you are racing?
Yeah, racing is another matter, because racing means regattas. Regattas, you know, the number of regattas people is always more or less the same, between 22 and 25, because they are divided according to the role they have.
Okay.
Usually when we are normal holidays, like this summer in Greece, we don't need so many people. Of course, we don't utilize the big sails for regatta, the normal sails. And we have 3 people, our captain and two very good boys that we have since a couple of years.
Paola, it's been absolutely fantastic meeting you. What a stunning yacht.
Thank you for the patience.
Thank you for your passion, I would say. It's been an absolute pleasure, and thank you for the tour. Absolutely stunning. Thank you. Our next guest is the CEO of one of the world's most iconic brands of sailing yachts, Royal Huisman. Yan Tim Aban, thank you for joining us.
Thank you. Look forward to.
So, first of all, the obvious question, how does it feel to be back in Monaco for the yacht show?
It feels a bit surrealistic. It's like it's been too long, and it's just great to see all the people here and all the enthusiasm back again, and you feel the spirit. Really good.
How important are events like the Monaco Yacht Show to your industry?
They're very important. I think you show with this about the possibilities of our industry, how much you can enjoy, the networking, and just being here and have a great future ahead of us, just very important.
Whether it's sailing yachts or engine-powered yachts, the Dutch are really good at it, aren't they? So what is it about Dutch shipyards that sets them apart from the rest?
Ooh, that's a good question. I think it's a bit related to a few things. We, in the Netherlands, we're very close to the water always. We have all the rivers ending in the Netherlands. We have the ocean. And so we're a water country. The second thing is we're very international typically, because we are used to doing business all around the world and immerse ourselves in the different cultures. And then finally, I would say, if you look at technology and if you look at all, let's say, the partnerships and knowledge we have in the Netherlands, you bring that all together, you find a perfect hub for superyachts.
And have you been busy lately at the shipyard? Can you give us an update on the latest at Royal Huisman?
Yes, we've been very busy. Actually, for matter of fact, we have never been busier as today. We currently have 6 different new builds going on. We have several refits going on in our new location in Amsterdam. And it's just very busy, and there's far more to come.
Exciting. So what do you think is the engine for this appetite for sailing yachts currently? Is it to do with the pandemic? I mean, it would make sense. But
Partially the pandemic, because people realize, how great it is to be together with family and friends and being on your own little island. But it's also related, especially sailing yacht related, to the fact that sustainability is gaining importance a lot. And what is more sustainable than a sailing yacht? I mean, we are using windmills and powers to get electricity. On a sailing yacht, you just use wind directly to get propulsion. So it's a big important factor is the sustainability part.
are you witnessing new trends in your market? For instance, I'm thinking that some yachts, like RIBELLE, that we visited recently, is also used for racing, for instance. So are you seeing a kind of hybridization of sailing yachts?
Yeah, we see a couple of trends. We see a trend, for instance, of going to hybrid or full electric sailing yachts, especially when you go sailing and you use your propeller during sailing to charge the batteries. And if you do that, then at night you can have your whole hotel operation without any use of diesel. So that is one trend. The other trend we see is lightweight, because it's a great sport to do, and it's just very exciting if you go in a regatta and you sail against others. So weight is essential there, and we see a lot of demand for lighter weight sailing yachts.
And finally, you guys have been around since 1884. Obviously not you personally, but the brand.
Well, it looks like it.
Not at all. Come on. How will you safeguard your future and that of the brand?
Yeah, so we believe if we don't innovate, if we don't move to the next step, we will at a certain moment, like the dinosaurs, go down. So our future is all about innovation. It's all about understanding customer needs and applying that to new technologies, new solutions, and actually all the time putting the bar higher. Because as you know, one of the things we do uniquely is we only make custom yachts. So every time when a customer has a dream, we look at it as a new challenge, and we want to build that dream with new innovations. That's what we're going to do in the future, and keep on doing that.
Yan, you've mentioned refits. Is that something that's picking up within your industry?
It absolutely is. That's why we opened 2 years ago in Zaandam, close to Amsterdam, our new refit location with 3 halls. What we see actually happening is a higher need of professional refits. Also because the yachts are becoming more complicated, and they typically like to go, our clients, to a shipyard where they can really get professional maintenance or upgrades or big refits.
And do you have a favorite yacht? It's like asking to choose between one of your children, isn't it? We asked that question to Mark Cavendish at Heesen, and he struggled a little bit, but do you have a crush on one?
To be honest, I don't.
Okay.
But on every yacht we build and we deliver, there's a part that I like just very much. We have now a part on a sailing yacht that we're building that's full electric. I love that so much. But we have another sailing yacht, for instance, that's going to be the lightest aluminium sailing yacht in the industry. It's going to break the grounds, or the water, you could say. It's going to be the fastest in the world. So every yacht we build has something unique, and especially that uniqueness, that's what attracts me. So all of them, I would say.
Fantastic. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
So that's it for this YachtTalk special on sailing. Stay with us. The last episode of YachtTalk Specials from Monaco will be about the crew of Mosquito. What does their daily routine look like? Let's find out. But in the meantime, remember, keep yachting.